Hello Federation, that is a hole, and it's also the final hole that requires to be dug here in the Federation Earth Village for the time being. It's the 17th, it's the 18th of July, I'm losing my days, and it's 2007 obviously, and this hole is complete, so we've only got to turn this dome into this hole and put the lids on, and we have 4 beautiful spheres, and the village is moving along just beautifully. I hope you're well. Have a lovely morning. Hello superstars, how are we on this beautiful Wednesday, the 18th of July? Here at Earth Sanctuary we've conducted many tours for school children, for local, national and international guests, all coming to the sanctuary to learn about more in the sustainable living environment and how they can reduce their load on this beautiful planet Earth. And we constantly get questions of how you can reduce your CO2 emissions to help this beautiful planet of ours gain some level of equilibrium. So we're going to have a bit of a look and go through just a couple of basic areas that we can all get involved in to reduce our personal footprint on this wonderful planet. And we always tend to start with our air conditioners and heaters. Did you know that in summer, if you just bring your temperature on your thermostat down by 2 degrees, so bring that down, and in winter bring it back up a little bit, you will save an enormous amount of carbon dioxide, up to 300 pounds of carbon dioxide every year. That's these little fellas, your air cons. Now, that's 300 pounds just for keeping your filters clean, okay? But if you just reduce your temperatures down by that much, 2 degrees in summer and 2 degrees in winter, you will save over 2,000 pounds of carbon dioxide every year. That's excellent. Now, light switches. These are compact fluorescent light globes. Just by replacing these little fellas, you will save up to 60% energy every year, and that results in over 300 pounds per year of carbon dioxide you keep out of this beautiful planet. Right, what's next? Okay guys, computers, televisions, VCRs, you name it, whatever you leave on standby. Standby is an enormous problem that we're facing here on the planet Earth at the moment. In Europe, for example, they have their televisions on average on for about 3 hours. That's actual viewing time. But that 21 hours in which the television isn't on is actually using up 40% of the energy that television uses in that 24-hour period. That ain't very good. So the best thing to do is just turn off your appliances either at the switch or make sure she's just not on standby. It's a pretty easy thing to do, yeah? Good, rock and roll. Here's a simple one guys. When you're cooking, put on the heat. There we go. When you've got that lid on, she retains up to 70% of the heat, therefore saving you energy. Magnificent. You save energy, become efficient, then there's less coal being burnt, producing CO2. Pretty straightforward. Okay, what's next? That's our big solar array here at the Earth Sanctuary. She is a beauty. Now, to make that even more efficient, she's actually on a tracker which tracks the sun as she rises east to west, making her 30% more efficient. And she powers us with that beautiful solar light from our good mate up there. Magnificent. Now, she also feeds us with more energy. That beautiful star we call the sun, or Alcyon, is up here. There we go. There is our dual hot water system, which is solar powered and warms our water just lovely for us. Now, if you've got a standard hot water system, you can make that more efficient as well, just by putting some level of insulation on it. You can save up to 1,000 pounds of carbon dioxide a year with just that simple action. And if you reduce your thermostat down to about 50 degrees, so it's not going any higher than 50 degrees, you'll save an extra 550 pounds of carbon dioxide every year. Now if you're doing all this, guess how much you're saving? A heap. You become an Earth warrior. Get onto it, superstars. We know you can do it. Rock and roll, Billy Joel. Now, vehicles. If you can just avoid using your vehicle for 10 miles every week, you can reduce the carbon dioxide in our atmosphere by as much as 500 pounds. And there's other things that you can do as well. You can carpool or just walk. Just enjoy living on this planet Earth without getting into a car. And again, you're making this beautiful, beautiful planet even more friendlier with less carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Right, next, clotheslines. Let's have a look. Because we air dry our clothes here at Earth Sanctuary, we save 1,400 pounds of carbon dioxide annually, every year, just by not using a clothes dryer. That's easy. You guys can do that as well. Easy, easy peasy. Woo! If you can try and recycle at least half of your waste, that's a really tall order for a lot of people. It's difficult even for us. You will save as much as 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide every year going into your atmosphere. You got to find a use for it. We've got bottles and cans and all sorts of stuff, but man, if we buy it, we're going to take responsibility for it. Fair enough, eh? So what you've got to do is, when you're buying materials from the supermarket, invest into the green economy. We need our economy to keep us all going. It's very, very important. So what you can do is kickstart this green revolution, and it doesn't matter where you are around the planet. Invest into companies who are investing into the planet. It's the best thing we can do, and limit the packaging that we have to buy on all of our products. There's just no need for it. Absolutely no need for it. In the future, I would prefer to take my bottles to the supermarket and get it filled than buy needless, wasteless materials for our juices or milks or products with carrying your meat or dairy products. It's just not kosher. Next one is this one, is recycled paper. This is just magnificent. Just the manufacture of recycled paper reduces energy, because it requires far less energy to produce, up to 70 to even 80% less energy just to produce recycled paper. And even better, we don't have to cut down our forests. Very, very, very important. On that note, let's go and check out some little trees. This is a beautiful, beautiful tree. It's a quandong growing here at Earth Sanctuary, and trees are my mates. In 1 year, a tree can absorb as much as 1 ton of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Every year, that's 1 ton. So if you use energy like there's no tomorrow, man, start planting trees, become carbon neutral. It's very, very important. Okay, finally guys, eat less meat. We have to reduce our meat consumption. We're going to reduce our meat, then we reduce the amount of methane which is sent up there into the atmosphere, which is a very, very harmful greenhouse gas. Not to mention the energy that it requires to refrigerate the 6 billion animals in the States that get slaughtered every year. Not to mention the amount of water that those 6 billion animals require to feed in relation to their agriculture. It's just too much of an energy consuming industry. We just need to cut down as much as we can. Buy locally. In the States alone, the average meal has to travel over 1,200 miles to get to your plate. So best thing to do is just promote and give cash to your local farmers, your organic farmers. They need the cash. It's good for your community, and it saves that transportation cost, and that energy use is just not required for our generation. We're going to step forward on this planet, superstars, and the best that we can do it is that we have to start making common sense decisions and making this planet habitable for our civilization. We can do it. We can create a sustainable lifestyle for everyone on this planet. Doesn't matter what colour you are, what gender, we're going to be equal, and we're going to do it properly. Yeah? Magnificent. This is a Galactic Federation transmission, guys. I hope you're really, really well, and start stomping your feet for climate change. Yeah, baby.